Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I can't post this on my other facefuck account because they put me in facefuck jail. Anyways, um, I know that not all Muslims are bad, but the old saying is one bad apple spoils the bushel. And in order to rectify all and any kind of terroristic act on soil, you know, that is not their home, then a major implementation of a non-entry of all Muslims and Muslims that are here should here and abroad should be vacated out of said countries until they can learn to grass up on their fellow um, buddies that want to do harm to women, children, men. Um, you know, every single picture you see of refugees coming across via boat is 85% men, young men that could be fighting for their country instead of running away and making destruction of a company countries that take them in. I know that the Muslims are training children to, you know, do harm to countries that let them in, and nobody's paying attention to anything. Everybody wants to put their head in the goddamn sand and pretend it's not happening. Unfortunately, there's absolutely fuck all anybody can do because they choose not to listen to the people, to what's going on in their countries. What they need to do is close the borders. UK, US, Belgium, the EU needs to be dismantled. The UN needs to be dismantled. And NATO needs to be dismantled. It is time that every country takes a stand for themselves. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to come to help you. The infection, the Muslim infection, is like HIV. It's a bitch to get rid of. And once you're infected, all you can do is keep throwing a band aid on it to try and keep it at bay. The only way you're going to get rid of it is if you tell every single one that I'm sorry, even if you're a nice person, a nice Muslim, you got to go, because of your fellow Muzzies. Nobody wants the violence. Nobody needs the violence. I will always take a stand in point blank state. If a member of your family is tied to terror and he does damage or kills on US, UK, Belgium, wherever, Swiss, then the whole of that family is deported. Okay? I'm talking mother, father, relatives, the freaking whole line of Muhammad's, because we don't know, we don't know which one of you guys is, infected or not with the hate. I personally think that most of them should take a quiz, and if they hate the Western way of life, then they get bounced back. You got the Arab nations. They got 3 million tents. They can freaking harbor your ass there. You know, but it seems like every time there's a terroristic act, you know, people don't like to use the word it was a Muslim attack. It wasn't a Christian attack. It wasn't a Buddha attack. 100% of the attacks are from the Islamic religion. You know, if there was such a peaceful religion like Christian, Buddhism, Hindi, Sikh, all of them are peaceful religions. They're not running around cutting people's heads off, blowing shit up. The only religion out there that's throwing their toys out the motherfucking pram is the Islamic religion. In which case, every country has a duty to protect its people. It needs to send every single one that is a refugee of sort or has claimed asylum to revoke the asylum and send them back. And that will sort the amount of terroristic activities in your countries. If you do nothing, then this so-called pedophile Allah Akbar Mohammed Jabib, following will, how do you say, they will get their panties in a bunch and blow more shit up. They don't care. Think about this. They're willing to do a suicide bomb because they don't care for their own life. They've been mentally programmed to believe that they're going to have a better life if they, going off themselves like idiots. It's sick, actually. There's really nothing to be proud about to blow yourself up. Common sense just does not work for those morons. But anyways, I'll only say this once. If you want a safe country, you need to revoke all of the Islam refugee statuses and remove every single Islam believer in the Muslim religion out of your country. Unfortunately, countries will be left with those individuals that have been converted, but hopefully the individuals that are in your said country, you can take them and get them reprogrammed to think the way they used to think, and not the Islamic way, because there's but only one way, and that's, if you want peace, you got to shift them. Not, I mean, all of them. Not, like I said, one bad apple ruins the bushel. You know, they can't be bothered to stand up for themselves and rat on their brothers, cousins, aunts, and uncles. Because they're just programmed to rape, kill, maim. You know, unless you bow down to their fake ass religion. I understand. Hey, people have to believe in something, but they don't need to be force fed something. But if you want your country to be safe, you need to get rid of every single Muslim that has ever sought refugee in your country or has been granted asylum in your country. They gotta go. If you hate the Western life, you're out. If you can't be peaceful, you're out. If you're gonna chant in the streets, USA sucks balls, whatever, or UK police go to hell, stupid chants like that, you're out. That's not classification of freedom of speech, that's hate speech. Hate speech is illegal in every country. That type of chanting is not protesting, that's hate speech. Hate speech is illegal. And they need to set the standard of law stating that if you're going to have hate speech, then you're out of the country. My little rant here, it's factual. It's not hate speech. Okay? It can be backed up by any numerous attacks out there. Okay? So, at the end of the day, if you want a safe country, you have to remove the infection and send it back to their country. That's all I got to say.